Good morning, amigos, from one of Mexico's most modern neighborhoods.
We are in the neighborhood of Santa Fe in Mexico City. It's on the
southwestern side of the city.
Southwestern side of the city. It's like 30-40 minutes from downtown. I feel like we're halfway to Toluca, amigos, in Estado de Mexico. We have been here before. We came last year, the weekend this park opened.
Yep, the very weekend Parque La Mexicana opened.
But to be honest with you, that video, we watched it a few weeks ago, and it's not really that good. And we kind of wanted to come back after this park has grown up a little bit, and this area has, you know, been even more developed in the last year. And wow, the amount of skyscrapers and just...
Yeah, the park has grown up a little bit. Now the trees are growing. It's packed with families. Flowers are blooming. I'm pretty sure there's a couple more skyscrapers, but we wanted to give this area a second shot, do it a bit more justice.
So why are we saying the most modern neighborhood in Mexico? Well, it's definitely one of the newest, and I guess modern and new somewhat go hand in hand. I believe pretty much everything you're seeing in this video, everything here in Santa Fe was developed since the 2000s, like within the last 10-15 years at the oldest. And fun fact, I believe Santa Fe is actually built on top of a landfill. So interesting to have the most modern neighborhood in Mexico, one of definitely the fanciest and richest built on trash. But
yeah, it's the buildings, it's got very modern architecture, and it's literally modern as well. The park is incredible. It's huge. It spans, there are multiple events happening at once. There's a skate park, different dog parks, restaurants, a Petco, a zip line.
A freaking zip line?
Kids. It's a really modern and incredible park.
So what does all this modernity mean for pricing? Well, I read online that commercial real estate goes for between $20 and $25 per square meter.
Yeah, so for a 600 square foot place, an office space, that's about $1,200. All that's of course rounded, but a small office space for around $1,200 US is...
That's pretty expensive here in Mexico.
You pay for modernity.
Yeah, no kidding. We have a 60 square meter apartment in Mexico City, and let me tell you, we're not paying $1,200.
No. Santa Fe is so modern that they have the coolest innovation inside the restrooms. Toilet seats and toilet paper.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Now here at the park, there's a wide array of nice food selections to fit every refined palate in the city. We have La Capital, Poke, ¿Por qué no? Boneta, which sounds a little bit like Bonita, which leads me to our patrons of the day, our sponsors of this video, the beautiful Nicholas Rios and Jeanette Franco. You are our patrons of the day. Thank you to you two along with all of our other patrons. Welcome to La Ciudad de Colima, here in Mexico. Mexico City. Peltre Loncheria, the most fresa loncheria you'll ever find in Mexico.
Now what Santa Fe lacks in traditional Mexican architecture in terms of maybe the colonial side, or just maybe what you see in downtown Mexico City or in Puebla or Cholula or any of the Pueblo Mágicos, it definitely makes up for an inspirational architecture in the skyscrapers and the apartments. And I think that's one thing I've definitely noticed across Mexico, whether it's in Santa Fe or along the Reforma or just really all around Mexico.
Yeah.
The way they design, the way you all design skylines and just buildings is really, there's always a touch of art. It's never just like a plain, a square building.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the tallest building in Dallas is just square.
Yeah.
They've got holes in the middle of them and helicopter pads
They're like
off the sides.
curvy and twisty. And I think coming from Dallas to Mexico, we had seen newer glass buildings in Dallas. So when we first got to Mexico, I feel like Greg and I were not as amazed or as impressed, if you will, in the modern parts of Mexico as we were with the colonial, because that is something that we had never seen. But as we've traveled around Mexico and seen more and more, I think we're having a deeper understanding through our travels about the modern side and just how diverse this country really is.
Yeah, I think we can more appreciate, like Hillary said, exactly what you said. We can more appreciate how diverse Mexico is and the fact that it has just a little bit of everything. You can find the most modern, most architecturally beautiful skyscrapers. Then you can also find the oldest, most architecturally beautiful churches, all in the same country, really all in the same city. And I think that is pretty impressive.
Pretty cool.
A definite downside to Santa Fe is it's one of the few neighborhoods in Mexico City you can't really walk to.
A few neighborhoods in all of Mexico, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like within Mexico City, like if you're in Coyoacan, if you wanted and you were crazy, you could walk or run up to the Basilica de Guadalupe.
Been there, done that.
I mean, you can go anywhere, but Santa Fe is so far away and separated by highways and so hilly, evidenced by my breathing, that it's not very walkable, but which made me think there wouldn't be any people here. But the cool thing that honestly one of the best things about Mexico is that Sundays are family days, and this place is packed.
It really is, but it's so big and open that I feel like there's plenty of room.
I mean, we saw kids like kicking a soccer ball, and we thought, where else in Mexico City besides
grass?
Yeah, there's so much grass here. I mean, obviously Chapultepec is a huge park, but it's more of a forest.
It's different.
It's different. It's undoubtedly amazing. Don't get us wrong, just different. Pedestrian-friendly part of town. We're attempting to walk to Centro Santa Fe, the mall here in Santa Fe, to get a bite to eat. Because I'm hoping there's some fast food in there. We couldn't afford any of this stuff at Parque La Mexicana. I don't know if we're gonna be able to cross. Centro Santa Fe, the mall here in Santa Fe, is one of the largest malls in all of Mexico. I think it may have been replaced by the Antea Mall. I'm not sure. It cost $13 billion, billion with a B, $13 billion to build, and it's over 6 billion with the B square feet.
And how many? 20 million visitors?
Yes, as of 2012, it said per year it has over 20 million visitors. That's
a lot of shopping.
every resident of Mexico City or the area comes to this mall. They don't really, but
It's like that.
kind of like that. That was not a good comparison. The mall was a lot of fun. We went to the only place we could afford, Dairy Queen. And there's other people coming in the elevator. That is all we have for you from the beautifully modern Santa Fe. If you have not done so already, head over to alwayscontodo or siemprecontodo.com and check out these amazing handmade leather wallets we have straight from Guanajuato. We only have a few left. Head over there and just, I don't know, we have a few straw art paintings left as well. Amigos, that is all we have. We have a few more interesting Mexico City adventures coming up. Actually, let us know what kind of Mexico City adventures you want to see in the future. That is all we have for you. Until next time, I forgot what we say. Have less, do more, be more.
Wait, that was my part.